Welcome to TSPR tool training. Through this training, we will cover the basics of specifying envelope construction properties for a building. In order to access the Constructions tab, you would click on an existing building or create a new building and navigate to the third tab that's called Construction. In this tab, you can specify envelope properties, including roof construction, skylight construction, wall construction, window construction, and floor construction. To create a new construction, you would click on the plus button next to that construction type, give it a name, specify the type of construction that's being analyzed, which in the case of roof would just be exterior roof, and then specify the U factor for that assembly. At each step, if you have any questions, you can access the user guide by clicking on the help icon, which will open up details for that particular window. For example, the envelope construction help page informs the user of the different kinds of construction assemblies analyzed for each envelope component. For Washington State Energy Code analysis, roofs are modeled with insulation above steel deck, above grade walls are modeled as steel frame construction, and exterior floors are modeled as steel frame floors. All of these details are provided in the user guide. You can specify the U factor for that envelope construction. The tool has inbuilt validations which prevents a user from specifying an inaccurate value. So for instance, if I were to specify an extremely low U factor, the tool would prompt me and ask me to put in a value which is within a reasonable range. Similarly, I can create walls by clicking on the plus button next to walls, specify whether I'm creating an above grade wall or a below grade wall, and then specify the thermal properties for that wall. For a below grade wall, you would specify a C factor, whereas for an above grade wall, you would specify a U factor. For windows, you would need to specify the U factor and solar heat gain coefficient. Floors can be analyzed through exterior floors or slab-on-grade floors. For a slab-on-grade floor, you would specify the F factor. Surface constructions need to be assigned to all surfaces in a building, even if they are interior surfaces. TSPR tool automatically recognizes if a surface is interior, and even if an exterior construction has been assigned to it, it models it with an interior construction. For example, in this building, the surface which is adjacent to the two rectangular blocks would be analyzed as an interior surface, despite the fact that an exterior wall construction has been assigned to it. Once all the constructions have been assigned to a block, you can go ahead and click on the block and edit the properties through the window that opens up. I can also specify the window layout as continuous or discrete, and then specify a window to wall ratio for continuous layout, or the number of windows with their specified width and height for a discrete layout. For surfaces which are demarcating project boundary and should be modeled as adiabatic, a user can indicate that surface to be separating the portion of a building which is not to be analyzed for TSPR. This can be done for roofs, floors, and walls. This feature should only be used if a particular surface is separating the portion of building that should be analyzed for TSPR from a portion which should not be analyzed for TSPR. This checkbox models that surface as adiabatic, hence no heat transfer from the outside to the zone is being analyzed to that surface. Another feature in the tool is Edit Surfaces. This is a button on the left-hand corner of your screen. This allows you to modify the wall or window construction for a particular surface. So for instance, if I have a storefront which has higher window to wall ratio, I can click on that surface and specify a higher window to wall ratio which can differ from the rest of the building. Similarly, a surface can also have a different wall construction or different window construction. You can delete that particular window and then drag and drop another window to that surface, and then specify the window to wall ratio for that particular surface. For a surface that has windows with different thermal properties, or for that example, even walls with different U factors, an area weighted U factor should be specified. That is how you can enter different window types or wall types or even roof types for a particular surface. If there are no windows on a surface, then you would simply not assign a window to that particular surface, in which case the tool will not prompt you for window to wall ratio. And the tool will also say no windows have been assigned to this surface.